Hello, everyone, and happy time zones. It's your bird, Haven the Raven, and welcome back to Elden Ring's DLC. So today I'm going to be going through the Bonnie jail, and then it has come to my attention that I missed a boss in the catacombs over here. So I'm going to head back over there, and then I'll continue exploring Scadu Altus. Let's see what's down here. Ah, yes. Pots. Don't know why anyone would expect anything different at this point. Yep. Take you out. I am very curious about that hole in the wall. And let's head through here. Alright, I wasn't even heading towards this spot, but alright. Okay. You know, I probably should have expected that, but I didn't. Alright, I know that people see the tarnished as trash, but, this is a little too literal, isn't it? Eh. Here first. When in doubt, pick a direction. Ow! Better to encounter the rats when you have flasks to burn, I suppose. Doo-doo-doo. What's this? Okay, so not what I need. Well, I suppose what I need would be back over this way anyway. Cool, so that was a loop around. So even if I perish, I never have to go the up direction again. Now to head down. Hi. How did I not get hit there? Oh, hey. This is probably loot. Come on, you've got loot. Not important loot, but it is loot. No. I might be able to live that, but I'm not going to chance it. Or am I? Guess I am going to have to chance it. Well, this is bound to be unpleasant. Let's start off by seeing You know what? I'm just gonna sprint. You're not going to be all going to be able to follow me. Everywhere. Okay, that opens. Well, there's that. I'm not getting that loot. Whoops. Elevator? That's a new one. And that's a familiar sight. If not the most welcome. Actually, it is a welcome sight because Stake of America. Oh boy. Not good. Nah, I'm just done. I don't like these things. What? That went straight through him. Alright, I'm not going to be using that, so let's... Dragon Crest Great Shield. Where are you? There you are. Not going to be using that either, so... Stamina recovery. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. I'm actually curious here. Curse blades appear to dance when they spin their shimmering circular blades. These ascetics, who failed to become tutelary deities, were scourged for those who attempted to invade the Horn-sent homeland. Oh, hey, Jadian. A little on the tired side, but otherwise good. How are you? Long ago, before the land was overshadowed by invasion, this scourge was shunned, and the curse blades were imprisoned. It was during this confinement that Mira met Labyrinth, and upon her death... Oh, Labyrinth. And upon her death, Labyrinth was plunged into a devastating darkness. Huh. Alright. Alright. Good okay, bad okay, or meh okay? Because I've heard okay used in 3 different contexts. Well, that's good to hear. Alright, let's... Alright, I missed some stuff in this catacombs, so I'm heading back here. Ashes... Black Knight... Alright, so I missed the boss and an ash. Oh, come on. This catacombs... This catacombs, just... That's all I've got to say on it, really. Alright. Down here. you are a problem. Get rid of you. Okay. Actually, wait, hold up. Because I should have Yosh. Nurseblade Mira. Demi-human swordsman, yes, okay, I do have him. It is once, yep, devout, only to realize that only ruin awaited him. Yep. In other words, stubbornness begat his downfall. So where did I miss stuff? Haha. Black Knight Commander Andreas. He's probably going to be an absolute menace once he's upgraded, actually, because Black Knights are nasty. The Black Knights were the primary force of Messmer's army. The first leader was Andreas, a man endowed with great strength and command over the powers of the Crucible, and whose spirit in these ashes dwells. Though he remained a devout follower of Messmer after his flight from the Erd Tree, he would rebel after learning of his liege's serpentine nature. His righteous stand was rewarded with imprisonment in an underground tomb. So in other words, the guy was fine with being a traitor to the Erd Tree. for lack of a better term. But he wasn't fine with the blasphemous serpent. Interesting. At least I assume it's the blasphemous serpent. It's the only serpent we really hear about in this game.
Hi, Fenrir. Am I getting a puppy?
Hi, baby. Ow. Just... ow. Well. Just, well. Go down here. Alright. Seek mage. I don't believe it. Unsurprising. I'm just wondering where I missed stuff. Back over here, and then I'm gonna have to take out the slime. Hi. Okay, Guess I have to go up this way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, nothing up here. Back down. See if I missed anything down here. Or actually, wait a second. Because in that big chamber, there's something specific. Well, there's always something specific, but there's something of note that I didn't really consider. You. Because I have to go... I'll check up there. One, 2, 3, 4... Haha. Oh. What is this? Stone-sheathed sword. A sword that none can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone. Relic of a lost civilization from a time long past, said to have served a ritual purpose at altars of light and darkness. That has to be a reference to Excalibur. There's like no way. No. Okay. Cut from the base game? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'm probably going... Oh, I am definitely going to perish here. Oh my gosh. I love his cape, though. Too soon. You know what? For having pretty much no health restoration, I think that first attempt went pretty well. I really want to know what I get from this guy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ow. Yeah, not winning this one either. Alright, on to attempt 3. I think I am gonna put on some different talismans, though. That for the non-physical. That was physical. Starting right off with this, huh? Ah! Well. Whoa, what the? Just end me. Yeah, no, that's a level of BS where I'm saying F my usual rules. I'm summoning. Cool, I know that's a thing, but I haven't gone there yet. I've been too busy exploring. How are you liking the DLC so far? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Always better to enjoy something than not. Alright, what's the description on these things? I have to know after that mess. Golden War Axes of the Death Knight. A pair of weapons made to be wielded in both hands, crackles with lightning, the power of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The knight, once the personal guard of Godwyn, was also the protector of the Prince of Death's cadaver surrogate. Okay. Interesting to note. Alright. Here, and then I'm actually gonna go up here. Because I'm curious. Recent item tab. Is that in, like, systems? Ah. Okay, cool. The brilliance of Queen Marika's grace blinds even the very best. Golden remnants of the grace personally bestowed by Queen Marika to the heroes who joined the crusade for her. Huh. Interesting. What? Somewhere a great rune has broken. The ceiling. Anyway, jokes aside. I'm a little tired, but overall good. How are you today, Slumped? Somewhere a great rune has broken. I have all the great runes. Which means either I missed something, or Miquella's plans are progressing faster than anticipated. Because I highly doubt... Yeah, the charm. I'm going to go talk to some NPCs after I find out what's up here. Ooh, I guess your body decided you had enough sleep? Cathedral of Manus Mater. This is a dungeon of sorts. And actually, wait. Manus is Latin for hands, I think. This might be the or the church that I need in order to access whatever the heck's here. Utterly captivated by Mikola.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikola's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikola shall, and in godhood redeem our ruleful clan. Then America and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Messmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames. My blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path.
No, dude, you're
Lest
fine.
you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not lest you...
Alright, I need to go talk to all the NPCs now. But first, let's put these back on.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikola the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikola remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikola's presence.
She's gonna wind up being an enemy at some point.
Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to...
Let's talk to the other NPCs before I'm assuming she's going to just start picking off NPCs.
Oh, are you not affected? Even with the spell broken, I'm feeling rather lost. Haunted by memories of St. Trina. Her visage, her scent, the lure of velvety sleep. Would kindly Mikola chasten me for falling for St. Trina, while knowing that she was the discarded half. The problem is, I simply cannot help it. I would sacrifice everything just to gaze upon her one last time. I'm feeling rather St. Trina.
Okay. I have a feeling I might know where I can find Saint Trina. Discarded half that she may be.
I don't feel it. It's broken. Kind Mikola's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together, we work. Together. For Mikola the Kind. I don't know what to do. Our mother abandoned her brood.
Our mother.
She did not love us. We are her children. Must we be sad forever? Maybe that's kindly Mikola's love. Love for all the unloved. Love to banish the pain. I like finding things for you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the Forager brood. Things bring joy to all. Goodbye.
Actually, wait, do you have news?
The unloved can banish out.
Let's buy that. May as well.
Goodbye.
Kindly Mikola has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moog from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikola, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikola the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
No, there really isn't.
Righteous tarnished. Mikola the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it. But even at this very instant, I wish to run very far away indeed. Righteous tarnished, I am...
That's really interesting. Let's talk to Freya. Because she was one of Radahn's.
Oh, there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own. Don't worry, I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikola remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikola spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn.
Vow.
And it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow.
Yeah, that actually is very
I'll
good.
be out on my own for some time. There's something I must know. There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Though I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda, Honorable Ansbach, and warriors like you are all of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies.
Fair enough.
I'll be out on my... there's something...
Okay, I like her. But the Fisher. Sure, just give me a minute to investigate this tunnel. Because I get the feeling that this is where he discarded St. Trina. I'm just gonna run on through. No point in fighting you lot if I don't have to. Ah! And... let's get this. Doesn't matter if I perish now, but let's rest here anyway to reset aggro. I abandon here my... Mikola. I abandon here my love. will you salvation offer to those who cannot be saved, when you could not even save your other self? Alright, so either he discarded Saint Trina for the purposes of power, or he discarded Saint Trina because she perished. Neither of those are good options. Oh, that was me reading, sorry. I tried to... because the, Thank you. Yeah, I try to rasp the ghosts. Because it just makes... more sense that way. I got caught on a rock. Yeah. Actually, let's go talk to TLEA. And then Ansbach. Wait, what? Huh.
I'm feeling rather lost, St. Trina.
Nope. So wait, did Ansbach and Moore move? They did. Okay. Where could they have moved to, is the question.
Ah, there you are. I've made up my mind. The Horn Sense will be eliminated. If he were to point his blade at Sir Messmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter.
Shoot.
But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may kindly Mikula is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain.
Alright, so she defaults to eliminating the Horn Scent. I'm not sure... So that means that she either eliminates the Horn Scent or eliminates TLEA, and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, Jadion, you said you wanted to give me runes? Alright, let me just... I'm at... You know what, let's... Password. Let's see. Voice chat, restricted. Huh. Well, I'm where Leda is. Although it looks like it's not letting me turn on the passwords. If you're max level and I can't put on a password, then we can't do that. Because I'm nowhere near max level. Thank you for the offer, though. Alright, let's... use all of these up. Can I... And that's still not enough to level. Okay. Back to the round table hold for a moment, I guess. Let's sell some stuff. Da, da, da. You know what? I can just find these. Get 2 of those. Just sell all my arrows. I wish it wouldn't automatically equip arrows. At this point, may as well sell the 1 because it can't stack. Da-da. Crafting materials. I pretty much never use some of the crafting system. I'm gonna have to eventually. Just for the sake of why not. I may even do a consumable only run considering the fact that I can craft and I don't typically. But for now, let's just sell everything that I know for a fact I'm not going to be using. What even is this thing? Skull bone of an old gravekeeper. Material... Why do... I'm not gonna ask. I'm just not gonna ask. Send summon? Alright, I'll head back and check that once I'm done selling stuff. That's about all I think I can. Thank you. Holy... I might not even use all of these. Thank you, though. Oh, hi, Fenrir. Quickest way to end co-op. I have to give Tialia credit. That is an amusing item. Oh my gosh. Let me just use 20 of these, because I don't want to go too crazy. There we go. And now I can play around with Rolana's swords. Do I... Okay, that could be... could be fun, but I'm gonna hold off on upgrading that for now. Let's head back to the Fisher and see if we can't find perhaps a body of Saint Trina. You... I don't think you can really hit me from here. I, however, can definitely hit you. Huh. There's one of... There we go. take you out as well. You were the one that was shooting me. Okay. Alright. I don't like the fact that I can't just use my horse. Alright. That's going to be a problem. I wonder. Let's try those two things. All right. There we go. Now let's go over here. Oh dear. Can't say I'm fond of the sentinel things. Oh shoot. Well, that happened. Alright, so that's mostly... Let's put on the spell drake. And the archery's favor. Actually, wait a second. There is one spell that I completely forgot about. That might be my saving grace here. Nope. That doesn't count as a spell, huh? Unfortunate. I will do that, though, because that'll give me some extra time. At least before I'm spotted. Okay, that is a big deal. Lord's Talisman. Alright. Nectar Blood Virgin. Crud! Well, at least I know the Unseen Forum is the way to go. Roughly. Alright. Okay. Good grief. Boss, fair enough. Thank you for the warning in that regard. In that case, I'm not going to want to use any slow casting spells. So that's actually pretty useless. It was a cool concept, but it was executed poorly. Ah! And it won't tell me how many I've got, huh? 1. Alright. Alright. Yeah. This might be slightly problematic. Let's just do that, save myself some time. Let's put the jar shard and the filigreed crest back on. A ghostly leonine misbegotten. Multi-layered rings of light. That's definitely an incantation. Is this the... What? Of course I fall. Why wouldn't I? Ah, gosh. Yeah, that's pretty standard for me, actually. All you can really do is laugh. You know what? Nah. Ah! Just back here. Guess it's a good thing I took out that misbegotten then. Alright, now try not to fall here. That's concerning. Are all of these asleep? Oh, I'm actually fighting Saint Trina herself, aren't I? Huh? Oh, please grant me the courage to fly your feet, my dearest Saint Trina. Or to fly to your feet. Well, YOLO. The fact that I'm not dead yet means that this was the right decision. This boss room. I've seen this boss room before. Not in Elden Ring, but I've seen this boss room before. Oh, what the? That boss was straight out of Bloodborne, but the boss room itself reminds me of, Dark Eater Midir. Midir was a boss in Dark Souls 3. That's two. This thing... Huh. You know what? Let's go talk to Tialier. Because he's the one that really wants to see St. Trina again.
I had something I wish to tell you. I'm heading south. I've recalled something that Sir Moore said. He discovered deep purple water lilies blooming on the southern shore. That must be where St. Trina was left to wither away. I'm heading south to the shore.
Okay, so he's probably going to be at a cross again, so let's go here. No. Alright, so he's not there anymore. So is he here? No. I highly doubt Tialier is just going to be hanging around somewhere random. He's probably at a grace. Nope, not this one. Not here either, from the looks of it. Or here. Did he just despawn? That's a very real possibility. But... Huh. Nothing here. Alright, time for attempt 3. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, this thing acts like a kelpie. Ah! I don't have any windows against this thing. Or not any ones that matter, really. Alright, so time for attempt 4. And then after attempt 5, I'll summon Tialier. Because it's probably part of his quest, and if I don't summon him, that could mess it up. I highly doubt I'm going to get it in these next 2 attempts. And I'd be correct on at least one of those counts. Fair enough. And honestly, you do you. I just... This is a first run. I don't want to spend too terribly long on anything, so I'll use whatever I have to. You want to see me beat my head against a wall for hours on end? That'll be a challenge run at some point. On the bright side, this boss isn't particularly tanky. Which, that's a good thing at the end of the day. It's fast. If it was tanky too, I'd be leaving this for later. Alright, I'm summoning Tish if we can't get this in 5 more attempts. Tialier, where'd you go? Ah. Wait, Tialier has infinite health? I don't like this. Okay, he does have health. I don't know why his health bar wasn't showing up for me. That is a really weird oversight. Typically with NPC summons, their health bar shows up next to you, or under yours. Okay, so I really don't have that. So let's... Alright. So for my resistances... I think vitality is just death. So let's raise... all of those. And then probably Dragon Crest Great Shield for some defense. Alright, so that was attempt 2 with TLEA. So on to attempt 3 plus TLEA. Whee! You know it's a long fall when I have time to turn off my mic, take a drink, and turn my mic back on. Nope. Ah. Dang it. Maybe I should have just healed in his face. You know what? This may be somewhat cruel, but no less so than just sleeping and wasting away. Alright, so on to attempt 4 with TLEA. I'm still light load, right? Yeah. Okay. And down we go. And that It's that horse. That horse is the problem. Kelpie thing. If it wasn't for the Kelpie, I'd be fine. He's fast, but it's the Kelpie showing up outside my field of view and bowling me over while I'm still dodging the other guy that makes this a slog. I'm actually doing a lot of damage. Alright, teach time. I want to help TLEA. I mean, even with the poison crafting, he's a sweetie. But this thing... This thing... How did I survive that? Okay. I shouldn't even bother trying to account for the frostbite. Let's put the jar shard back on. And switch that to the black knife. Let's also... up my health a bit. Whatever's left over is getting dumped into Faith. Am I comfortable with losing 12,000 runes? I need one that just gives me 8k. You know what? One of these... Oh. It's not much. Especially because I think I might have hit the hard cap. Or soft cap. But this might be good. Okay, yeah, I annoyed him. Black knife, way to go. Alright. Let's put that on. And then swap that out for an extra 5 faith. I really have to wonder why I'm not perishing in this. Yeah, I've really annoyed this thing. Okay. Run like heck. Whoa! Okay. Let's head back down here. Maybe if I summon Tish first and then Tialier. Uh-oh. Ah, come on. Alright, so TLEA first, definitely, and then Tish, because otherwise Tish's initial thing doesn't land. And then after that, I need to make sure that the thing's back is turned to me when I land the black knife. Okay. Shoot. Okay, so you can't outrange that. There we go. Got him, okay. Good grief. Remembrance of the putrescence, huh? Alright. That goes back on, and that goes back on. You know what? At this point, I may as well just stick with the black knife. It's putting in work. Can I level? And no TLEA.
Oh, Centrina, what velvety ambrosia is this? Your poison and the sweet sleep that follows. Oh, please, let me hear your voice.
Alright. Thanks for the heads up on that one, Jedion.
Hello. Thank you for your help. Without it, I wouldn't have seen Centrina again. I'm drifting off in the sea of her poison. Soon, I will hear her voice. Let me be. I won't be long. Oh, you mustn't follow my example.
Huh?
Centrina's poison would plunge you into an eternal slumber. It must be me. And only me. I am gone, so that I may hear Centrina. Let me be.
He won't be long, huh? Well, I mean, I've drunk your concoction, and I've already drank some of her nectar.
I am gone, so that let me be.
Alright, so this will be 3. And then... 4. It looks like she herself is sleeping, in a way. Make Mikola stop.
Don't turn the poor thing into a god.
The poor thing. Huh. Alright, so we know that Moog was bewitched. Miquella cast off St. Trina, and yet St. Trina still wants to.
Why won't you share your voice with me? Grant me more of this, that I might drift further into sleep. Perhaps then you'll grace me with your voice. Please. I'll thank you not to lie to me. I am the chosen, not you. Only I can doze off in the sea of St. Trina. Why would you hear her voice when I cannot? If you should utter these I won't be helped.
Alright. Make Miquella stop. Please don't turn the poor thing into a god. Will she talk again?
Honor toward me, Miquella's prison. A caged divinity is beyond saving.
A caged divinity is beyond saving. A caged divinity. What does she mean by that one?
Never utter the...
Do you have anything else to say to me?
You must kill Miquella.
Kill Miquella.
Grant him forgiveness.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured I was gonna have to at some point.
Never
I'm just gonna keep going until I exhaust her dialogue, honestly. Hilariously enough, a no-death run would mean you wouldn't be able to talk to St. Trina at all.
You must kill Miquella. Grant him forgiveness.
Alright, I think I've exhausted her dialogue.
Never... Please. Enough. I cannot believe your cheek. And I will never
Oh dear.
I will never forgive you.
My guy, I'm telling you the truth.
I will never forgive you. For your trespass, you will know my poison.
Tillier. Come on!
Such strength for what?
St. Trina's smile, huh? Sleep in the vicinity increases attack power. Oh, it's a talisman. Okay. Only I am allowed to know of your velvety sleep, its sweetly gentle embrace, so please smile for me. Tiolier. Why did it have to be like this, my guy?
You. I was no good to anyone. Beginning to end. Weak as a kitten, and thick as two planks. I suppose dying in disgrace is fitting, in a way. Tell me, please, assuming you spoke the truth back then. What did St. Trina tell you?
To kill Mikola.
You are a wretched, wretched soul. A nightmare come to plague me. Such a thing couldn't possibly be. Could it?
Ah, dear.
Trina, please let me hear your voice in my everlasting slumber. Trina, in my... in my...
I wonder what happens if I interact with her again now. Probably the please come Mikola line again.
You must kill Mikola. Grant him forgiveness.
Alright, I'm not going to just end the guy. So, let's head back here. Manus Mater. Manus, I think, is Latin for hand. Did I say that before? But if I might not be right about the language, but if I'm right about the translation, then I should find the thing that I need in order to get the, in order to unlock the finger ruins here. Although the fact that there's cages like there were in, in Raya Lucaria and the Carian Manor, and to some extent, concern me. Really? Who's here that you don't want me attacking from, software? I thought this was a dungeon for sure. You look royal.
Well, we don't often receive visitors. I am Ymir. Welcome to Messmer. It is a pleasure to have you. In lands so forsaken as these, chance encounters are precious indeed. Seeing that we have convened here on this day, allow me to mark the occasion with a modest offering.
There we go.
The map I gave you charts the site of a hallowed ruin. It is said that after sounding the hanging bell there, one's fate will be guided by the stars. I only wish to be of service, to help those who fight for their purpose. I'm not mistaken, am I? I can see it in your eyes. You are a fighter, are you not? Is some I've given you a... Oh, I suppose I know the feeling, though for power.
I have most of these. Actually, all of these.
I, too, am a glintstone sorcerer. We study the stars and examine the life therein. Are you familiar with our findings? Long ago, we began as stardust, born of a great rupture far across the skies. We, too, are children of the greater will. Is that not divine? Is that not sublime? And yet, none can fathom its implications. Its utter brilliance. Oh, yes. Do mind your feet around the church. You wouldn't want to hurt the little boy.
Little boy? You're the only person I've encountered. Who's the little boy you speak of? I don't see anyone lurking in the shadows.
I've no interest in small talk. My only concerns are the concerns of Count Ymir, and you are not among them. Only, there is one thing I will say. Count Ymir's kindness is a gift. Should you cross him, you will sorely regret it. Begone. There is nothing more to... Begone. There is nothing more to say.
Okay. Well, I completed Tialier's quest. I didn't kill him, but I did defeat his invasion and tell him what Saint Trina said. I exhausted Saint Trina's dialogue. And I headed back to the Cathedral of Messmer. Or Meter, or whatever. And the guy I just talked to mentioned a little boy, so I'm concerned. And I'm looking for a little boy. Time for tears. That means that... Wait, what? Yuri, beloved child, taken before his time. Was that Emir's... Is that the little... boy? Yeah, it's weird. Of course, the tears saying and the coffin, or not coffin, but gravestone with Emir written on it. Or not Emir, but Yuri. I wonder if he's seeing his dead son in places. But at any rate... Oh, nope, not this one. I have something to investigate. After I check to see if I like the new sorcery I just got, anyway. And that deals frostbite, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm gonna have to... Let's read what that says. Ah! Launches a whirlwind of putrescent jets that explode shortly after impact and bathe the area in ghost flame. In an age-long past, death was burned by ghost flame. Even the remains of tainted flesh were given equal treatment in death. Alright. Oh, hi, Ellie. Thank you for the lurk. It uses 2. Let's put Loretta's Great Bow on. Where did I put Loretta? Where's the Great Bow? There it is. Ah! I never use Ambush Shard. Let's do that. And then I should... That must be in key items then. That whistle bell thing. Whole laden necklace. Alright, there'll be a button prompt then. Let's head down here. Oh, Jadion, I've been meaning to mention this, but keep forgetting. When you're in the Discord, you have to click the feather under the Carlbot message in rules in order to get a role, and once you have a role, then you get to see all the other channels and stuff on the server. Alright, let's see what's going on here. What am I about to be attacked by? Oh. Nothing. Why am I not being attacked? Well, that's weird. Anyway, back to the cathedral for a second. Talk to this guy.
Oh, there you are. The exalted timbre of the bell has reached these ears of mine. Gracious, the starry sky is wondrous tonight indeed. Only your fate shines brighter. Now, these are for you.
Beloved Stardust?
Think nothing of it. I have made my decision to be of help. May the gleaming stars guide you evermore. Ah, you met Yulan. Well, I hope that she behaved at least. The poor girl has overcome grave misfortune. Her tongue can be sharp at the best of times, but don't think that makes her a bad person. It's no surprise her little sister, too, has a heart of gold.
Her little sister. Okay, I wonder who her little sister is.
I fear that you have borne witness to the whole of it. The conceits, the hypocrisy of the world built upon the Earth Tree. The follies of men. Their bitter suffering. Is there no hope for redemption? The answer, sadly, is clear. There never was any hope. They were each of them defective, unhinged from the start. Marika herself, and the fingers that guided her. And this is what troubles me. No matter our efforts, if the roots are rotten, then we have little recourse.
He's not really wrong about that.
Ever young Mikola saw things for what they were. He knew that his bloodline was tainted, his roots mired in madness. A tragedy if ever there was one. That he would feel compelled to renounce everything when the blame lay squarely with the mother.
Huh. Alright, I'm...
May the gleaming star...
Interesting. I'm just gonna use one of these. Sell me stuff.
May the gleaming...
Her sister too has a heart of gold, huh?
How did you... Did Count Ymir reward you with that? Then I see you have gained his trust, and therefore mine. I am Yolan. The night is yours now to wield. Don't get the wrong idea. We are neither friends nor confidants. I am merely honoring Count Ymir's wishes. Enough of you. Enough of you.
Fair enough. I'm a little concerned. The Count does not appear to be in his right mind. Shortens casting speed for sorcery incantations by the utmost, but increases damage taken. Huh. Count Ymir was known for his recitations. One need only envision the romance of the stars above each adoration for stardust in one's heart to become a great sorcerer. Do so and you will know love. The continued emphasis on love is, in this DLC, is concerning. Though I suppose at the end of the day, that would be the one thing America lacked above all else. You know, you're probably not wrong. Huh. A caged divinity is beyond salvation. Those are haunting words, honestly. I don't think anything Count Emir can say will really top what Saint Trina told me. Hi. Consistently, we're being told that love matters a lot. It's the one thing Mikola discarded, yet at the same time it's the one thing he demands from everyone else. It's the one thing that the Count over there is insistent upon, besides power. Huh. I don't really know what to make of it. At the end of the day, I suppose it is what America lacked the most. She lacked many things, but love especially. The only child she had any care whatsoever for would have been Godwyn. Alright, so actually this. What's that? Aside from that tower, I've pretty much explored everything. At least on this plateau. But can I even get into this tower is the question. Maybe. Oh, hey. I missed a grace point. Let's head up here. This is a rise. Rabbath, huh? gesturing? Liar ahead. Figured. Hidden path, huh? I'll have to find where that is. Probably right outside. Where can I... There it is. Rabbit's Cannon. I'll read that after I figure out why there are so many bloodstains here. Probably fall damage. Ballista. Type of jar cannon needed to used to fire great bolts. A masterwork of the spell machinist Rabbath. The power of the glintstones that encircle the barrel imbues bolts with magic damage and guides shots toward their targets. Okay. Basically, I just got a heat-seeking missile. I'm assuming that I access this back area from within here, which I'm going to assume is the Shadow Keep. This... I'll need to go back and... You know what? Let's go check it out. Oh. How am I alive? Uh-oh. Okay. Black Knife is putting in some work here. Alright, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Head back and talk to Letta. And then I think I'm gonna call it.
will follow the horn scent. To have his revenge on Sir Messmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep.
Alright, so the Black Keep. I guess I'm heading there next, because I've pretty thoroughly explored everywhere up until that point. I mean, there may have been some stuff I missed, but overall, probably not. Alright, so yeah, I'm calling it. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I know for a fact that Nightbot's put it in the chat a couple of times, but even beyond that, it is directly linked in my Twitch page. If you're interested in chatting with me off stream, I do have a Discord that is also in the chat and also on my Twitch page. And if you've made it this far and are interested in seeing where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It's as simple as one button press, and it's not like you can't change your mind later. I am rating Ellie, so do stay tuned for that. That said, happy time zones everyone, and I hope you all have an excellent day.